woman that I know at the same time.
If only you knew. I ran this morning, I didn't feel very fit.
Well, you see, you talked about people giving up things in the summer. I have been out for a run once this summer, so I feel really guilty.
You've been doing your 10-minute Pilates, so that's fine.
So what would you say, if those are that sounds like really the reason why you do this, but what would you say have been some of the biggest challenges you've had?
I think we touched on it earlier. I think it's the technical side of stuff.
Yeah.
And not knowing, it's like I've just done a marketing course, which has been brilliant.
Yeah.
Because it actually, you can't just do it all ad hoc.
No.
I'm not the most organised person, so some things do happen ad hoc. So it's just sort of realising that you have to rely on others to help you. Mm-hmm. I think that's my biggest thing. So, yeah, and understanding what people want and just hitting it right. I'm finding that hard to explain, but I think yes, just sort of getting people to help you. So because it becomes, I think working for yourself is really fantastic, but also it can be so overwhelming. And I know on most of everyone says that, but when you're overwhelmed, that is it's the hardest place to get yourself out of sometimes. And your normal friends and stuff who don't do online stuff don't get it. And I think that's the thing I probably find the hardest.
Yes. No, I absolutely, I'm like saying, I actually find it quite challenging working in the summer because I work from home.
Yeah.
And the kids are here. Whereas I think if I was in a ordinary job, if you like, then I'd probably be just paying for childcare and it would be very set hours and that would be that.
Yeah.
But the summer is a challenge because, next week the kids are in summer scheme all week and it's brilliant and I've got meetings set up. But otherwise I'm trying to do, a couple of hours work a day. So it's almost like get the kids out and do something in the morning to tire them out so I can now sit down and work for a couple of hours.
I know that feeling.
No.
Yes, well, I have a sick child today, so it's kind of worked out quite well. But
and then, my mum's a great help to me with the kids. And if I say, could you just take the kids for an hour because I need to do something? And she's like, well, but where are you going? I'm like, well, I'm not going anywhere, but I work on my computer.
Yeah. And people, and I think that is one of the biggest things. People don't get it. When I physically go out and teach a Pilates class, people know I'm working. Yeah. But when I'm at home, and they sort of pop round for a chat, and I'm like, can you just go now?
Yeah, I need to work.
I'm actually working. And I do find that, I find that really challenging at times because you've got to get the balance right, and sometimes I don't do that. Yes. But I think the thing that saved me is the online communities because you just go and have a rant. And
they get it.
People get it.
Yes.
People totally get it.
Yes.
So, anyway.
So, Louise, talk to me a little bit about social media. So, what social media platforms do you currently use? I'm registered on all of them, if that's the right word. Yeah. I've focused it down again to try and simplify things. Facebook is my main one. Yeah. So I have a Facebook page and I also am on Instagram, which I love personally. So, and it's two different audiences on both. Yeah, it's really interesting. I think everyone loves being on Instagram, but it's actually turning the Instagram account into lead generation. How are you finding that? Well, actually, since I've started using Insta Stories, which I love again because I can be out and just do it, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So it can be really ad hoc. I get and I look at the insights to that quite often, and I get website clicks, which is brilliant. No, so I'm really pleased with that. Because it's easy to see what you're doing. It's easy to see the results. What I'm finding through Instagram. I think my audience on Instagram are a lot of other Pilates people, and also not so many maybe customers. I'm not sure. I haven't quite sussed it out enough. Whereas Facebook is definitely, I think, where my future customers are. Yes, I think so. That's really interesting what you're saying about. I think there's a lot of people checking out other people's businesses. Yeah. You get ideas, or you get, I get ideas. We do it too, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yes, no, it is interesting. But I think once people know you're on Facebook, once they know you're on one social media site, I think they go and check you out on others anyway. So yes. I do tend to, although I sort of overlap in what I post on them, I also probably have more ad hoc stuff on Instagram. So, and what I do like about social media is it shows the true you, and probably Instagram does that more about me, especially the Insta stories. So
yeah, the Insta stories it's not the glossy one. Sure, it's not. It is more real.
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's really important, especially for myself at the moment. You know, the brand is about me. Yeah, and it's about
you're the teacher.
And if someone gets to know me, then they're more comfortable listening to me teach.
Yes. So, it's so true.
Yeah. So that's how I feel about it anyway. So
that's great.
Yes.
And what about the email list? Are you building your email list?
I'm getting there. It's been a really interesting journey. I know that I've always known that emails are important. I have started. I did a lead magnet just recently, the last month, and I did it via Facebook ads. And I have increased, not a huge amount, so I've got 70 more email leads on my email list. So in a month, I'm really pleased with that, because I'm sending out to a cold audience that don't know me or my brand. So now my challenge is to keep them, and convert them. So
you need to have a sequence, a welcome sequence.
Yes. So that's the challenge for me, and that's what I quite like. It's so different from teaching Pilates, but it gets me to my ultimate aim of keeping people moving. And
it's whenever you convert a percentage of those people into actual clients, just go, oh, it's working. This is all working.
Yeah. So that's my challenge this summer, because I'm not teaching. The challenge is to plan everything out, which I don't always have the time to do. So it's exciting.
That is exciting. Brilliant. Okay, so that leads us very nicely into, if somebody wanted to know more about Pilates, where can they find you and this lead magnet? Because I'm interested.
The website is www.studio44pilates.com. I'm also on Facebook at Studio 44 Pilates, and Instagram the same. And there's a stretching lead magnet on the website, and you just have to watch out on Facebook for the kitchen workouts, which is there's 4 videos for 3 minutes while the kettle boils, and you can just
brilliant. I've seen those.
Yes.
So basically, if we went to your Facebook page, we should hopefully be able to see.
I will make sure it's on there.
Yeah, so we can sign up and get 4 little...
You get 4 videos. So there's an arm one, there's a legs one, there's a balance, and there's a stretch one. And literally, they're 3 minutes long. You don't have to change. You just do them standing in your kitchen. And, if you do them a couple of times a day, you're bringing movement into your life. And, most of us sit down all day. So it's really good.
That's brilliant. I wonder, actually, could we share, when the podcast episode goes out, could we share a link for people to sign up for that?
Yes, I will let you have it.
Brilliant. Okay. Right. Oh, that's fab. Well, that's really lovely, Louise. Thank you so much. It's been really lovely talking to you on the podcast today.
Thank you very much. My first podcast, so I'm very excited.
Oh, that is exciting. And you've got a freebie to give our listeners. That's brilliant. So we'll all be stretching. If you are listening to this and you get Louise's kitchen workout videos, we would like you to go and take a picture of yourself doing one of them and tag us on Instagram, and we'll share it with our audiences. That would be a good idea.
That would be really brilliant. Thank you, Louise.
No worries. All right, Louise, thanks for coming today.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Social Bee podcast. Come and join us over at www.socialbeeni.com, and let's start creating a buzz about your business. And if you like what you hear, please pop over to iTunes and leave me a review. I'd really appreciate it. See you next time.